All right. What is up, replay watchers? Hope you guys are doing good on this Wednesday. It's the middle of the week. Wednesday. For me, night. So, I don't know when you're watching this back. I guess I can't go by the day. So, yeah. Good evening, good morning, whatever. Depending on the time and the area when you're watching this replay. What was that from? Well, anyway. Truman Show line. Good evening, good night, depending on the time and the area. It's good enough to find it. Here we go. Good morning, and in case I don't see you during this live stream, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, depending on the time and the area. Blah, blah, blah. All right, man. Casey, get in here so I have somebody to show this to. Damn notifications. Come on, Case. Yeah, you're blowing up my phone. You don't even know I'm live. YouTube, stop this now. Oh. Yeah, tonight, guys, all you replay watchers, I'll just be chilling out for a little bit, hanging out. Depends who pops in. Mainly looking forward to Casey. So, she might be cooking herself dinner. We won't get into that, but I doubt it. So, we'll see. All right. Hopefully the stream goes okay so I can keep it up as far as no glitching or lagging. We'll see here. But I'm going to start probably doing earlier streams because I haven't been staying up as late. So, be doing earlier streams and checking that out. See how that goes. I was going to track Hurricane Milton, but I'll let the professionals do that. I'll let the professionals. I should blow up her damn laptop until she gets in here. Where are you? I'm going to end my live. If I don't see you. Get her all panicky. Oops. I can't multitask. I'm going to end my live. She's going to send me 6 messages in a row apologizing. I'm going to end my live if you don't come soon. There, I almost did it again. I keep forgetting to put end. I should just keep blowing it up. I should just keep messaging her. Give her a taste of her own medicine. Come on, Case. You're all I got. I'm live for you, darling. For you, sweetheart. Well, one good thing about Casey is I think she's a replay watcher as well as a live viewer, so I guess the joke's on me, right? Because she'll know that I wasn't serious. But until she can watch this back, she has no idea. What's up, Jordan? I guess you are the MVP of the night. Casey won't be too happy about that, but she'll just have to get over it, won't she? She will just have to get over it. It's tough, right? It's just tough. It's her problem. She's late. She's late to her man's stream. That's right. She's late. How's your day going, man? I hope your day's going good. Yeah, I gotta get a drink. I know that much. She must be doing something. She's usually here within a couple minutes. So I got something to show you, Jordan, but I want to wait until Casey gets here, so please forgive that. As soon as she gets here, we will get this we'll get this going. So just give it a few minutes, all right? Maybe she's I don't know, right? Maybe she's in the bathroom or something. Who knows? I'm going. It's going okay. How's yours? Mine is going great, man. Mine is going terrific. This is a new beginning within myself with the Lord, and you know, I was reading the Bible for a while and just really reading into stuff, and it's all right there. What life's all about. It is all right there. Jesus talks about it nonstop. So it's all right there. There's so much more to life. And it's very simple. Life is about spreading love, being a good human being, building people up. And I thank the Lord that He has given me that outlet to do that. And I have done it, and I continue to do it. And I repent to the Lord for having a tendency to give my attention to the wrong types of people. He made me feel like it's okay, right? But I got to start directing my focus to the ones who need me, the ones who I help. So that's what life's all about: spreading kindness, joy, and happiness to others, and love, and going with that. And that is just, it's all right there. I don't know how to explain it. Go read the Bible. It's all right there. Even when they question him again, he's like, my children, sit down. I have told you once, and I will tell you again. To make it to the kingdom of my Father, you must be as I am. So, it's one place I think about a lot. And I want to please God, that's for sure. And one thing to please God is to not waste what my talents are, right? Don't let people hurt you and hold you back. You gotta just, you're here for a purpose. Don't let people try to stop you. There's evil, nasty people that attack good people, and the better you are, the more you're focused on. So God is showing me all of that, and I'm failing. I am totally failing Him and all of you by letting them hold me back, giving my attention to them and just being at their level. So that's all over. That's all over. I asked God how to handle this, what to do, finally just actions speak louder than words. And what do I do, Lord? And He told me, it's all right in front of you, boy. You got Casey, you got Jordan, you got people who need you, who stay with you because they need you. So be there for them. And that's what I'm going to do. Anybody who shows up, I'm here to chill out. As far as different types of content, I don't think I'm going to do that. I'm a streamer. So I don't think I'm meant to be very popular on here, but I'm meant to help whoever God brings in my path. So I'm sure it'll be just a few individuals, but if I can save one life, I'm sure that'll count for something when I meet the good man above. And I don't think Casey's lying. I save her life in each and every day. I help lift her up. I keep her alive, you know. I mean, her words, not mine. So I'm sure God would be disappointed in me if I neglected people like that for these nasty individuals, right? I think I'd be making a big mistake, and I don't know how I would explain to the Lord why I chose that route instead of being there for people. I have more supporters than haters. I just got to get the right mind frame. And I don't know how I would explain that to the Lord, how I ignored all these individuals for the few heartless, nasty fuckers, right? So, thankfully, I have time left, and it's not too late. You know, the nukes aren't going off yet, or the world is still turning, so I still have time. He didn't come back yet, so I can fix it, but I can't keep messing around, because you're not guaranteed tomorrow. So thankfully, I'm smart enough to realize my mistakes, and thankfully, I'm loved enough where I can have help moving on, and I can just forget about the past completely, and I'll meet probably better people. Like, I'll meet more people along the way with Casey and whoever else I have. But I am in Casey's debt, without a doubt. I owe her so much. So, Everybody was trying to tear me down, and she was building me up. She was keeping me going. She was strong for me, and she was everything that they turned out not to be. And I'm in her debt. I really am. And I have more out there. It's just she is the one that really personally kept me where I can do this. I'm on a very toxic side of YouTube, a very nasty, nasty side of YouTube. And it's not for me. But thankfully, she came into my life, and she is going to guide me into the direction that the Lord wants me to go in. She's going to help me discover more people to help. And I'm about to blow up her phone again, because the only reason I'm talking like this is because she ain't here, so I can't joke around with her. Did you like Bad Blood? Yeah, so-so, Jordan. So-so, man. CM Punk's match was the best. I don't know. It was all right. It wasn't my favorite, but it wasn't the worst pay-per-view ever. But CM Punk's match was my favorite. I don't know. I really don't follow it like I should. It's not the same, man. It's the product. It's not me. It ain't that I grew out of professional wrestling. It's just the product. It's not. I do watch professional wrestling, but I'm watching old clips of the Attitude Era. I'm not really, when the pay-per-views come on, I don't know what matches we have. I don't know. I'm really, really slacking. When I was a kid, I never thought I'd be like that with wrestling. I thought I would be, and I would still be if Austin was in it. And if it was a different product, I think I'd have more interest, but I still like it. I still enjoy it. It's still in me. I love the art of professional wrestling. So, I do watch the pay-per-views because that's my time that me and my buddy get together. It's just something we do. So it was all right. Nothing really stands out besides the Hell in a Cell match. The main event, I love Cody Rhodes, but it was a mediocre event. I don't know what to say. Some will disagree and some will agree with that. I don't know what the next one is. They were advertising Royal Rumble and all sorts of stuff. So I don't know what the next pay-per-view. I think it's a Saudi Arabia thing where they have that championship or whatever. Yeah. I love how everybody started booing when Triple H was pushing Crown Jewel. I loved it. And Triple H knows the business. He knows not to give it attention or it'll get worse. So he just moved on. He didn't acknowledge them booing it, and so CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre was good. Yeah, I think that was the best match. They got some color. I think it was at first I thought Drew got legit color, like from Punk, but you can tell he bladed. He pulled an Eddie Guerrero. He bladed too deep. So he was squirting blood for a couple seconds, but it wasn't quite like Eddie Guerrero. The bloodiest match I think WWE has ever had was Eddie Guerrero versus JBL. I don't know if it was a street fight or what it was. It was a no rules type match, but it was at Judgment Day. I think 2004. Am I that good? JBL versus Eddie Guerrero for the WWE. I'm not sure if it was still Undisputed Championship back then. I think it was. The one that Brock Lesnar held. But Eddie Guerrero, at some point in the match, I think JBL hit him with a chair. And then Eddie bladed off the camera, but he went too deep and he hit an artery. And you could, I'll never forget it. Taz was on commentary, and Taz is as hardcore as they come. And you could hear in Taz's voice that he was getting worried because it wouldn't stop bleeding. But they kept the match going. This was a different time. Nowadays, that happens. They're stopping within seconds. It sucks. Back then, they were putting their lives on the line, man. Owen Hart falling from the ceiling. Pay-per-view must go on. They wouldn't do that these days. It did change. But yeah, that match with Eddie, whenever I watch it back, it's even though he survived that, it's hard to watch. The whole mat is just, it's just red. It's from his blood. It just wouldn't stop pouring. And at some point, I think they even gave a towel to him and he wiped it, and it just, before he even got it out, it was just, and you could hear in Taz's voice, he was playing it off, but you could hear in his voice, if you know him well enough, he was worried about Eddie. He was like, well, I don't know if we should continue this, but the way he was saying it, it wasn't for the show. He was like, I hope everybody's keeping an eye on Guerrero here. Talk about a trooper, Jordan, you know? I mean, it was a different mind frame back then. Casey's going to be so mad that she missed this much of the stream. She did blow up my phone, so maybe she said, oh, she said she was going to go exercise. See that? See what happens when you don't read her fucking messages? Well, can you blame me? Oh, goddamn. All right. Excuse me, Lord. So I think somewhere in this book she did say, I won't be at my computer for another hour, so we'll just chill out without her. Yeah. I love you so much, JP. I'm going to go exercise for about an hour. I will message you and again about 2. All right. All right. Oh, she only sent that at... Oh, no, she did send that. Okay. Well, she's exercising right now. I don't know why she's that way, Jordan. I'm trying to change her mind about that. I don't know who... she's doing it for herself, I guess. She isn't trying to impress anybody but me, my friend. That's for sure. So... she has it set in her mind. I don't know. She has it set in her... Maybe before she... In her mind, she's going to come down and visit me. So maybe she just wants to... She says she wants to look her best for me. What do you say to that, right? I gave my opinion, but I guess that don't matter. The new crown jewel belt is all right. The new crown jewel belt, when he unveiled that, I thought it was beautiful. Like, it's not bad, but I told Kurt, I said, I guarantee you Saudi Arabia paid to have that built. Like it's just, the whole thing's diamonds. It kind of reminds me of the AEW belt, now that I think about it. The AEW Heavyweight Championship, even the shape of it, like it has that long, and then it's all diamonds, right? It really stands out. I think they might have, I have to look at the design again. That is pretty close to the AEW belt. But the AEW one has a lot of diamonds on it. Like, it looks really expensive. I remember when I first seen the AEW belt, I was like, holy crap, that looks sweet. I was telling you, I was like, did you see the championship they got for that show? So yeah, the crown jewel belt is cool. It is really, really neat. I highly doubt they're real diamonds. I think that would cost way too much. But Saudi Arabia, I mean, they're sitting on mountains of gold. I think they're the richest country. Sorry if this is a little loud. Let's turn that down a little bit. Sorry I'm late. I was doing dishes. I was not near my laptop. I was about to leave, Casey. It's not the same without you. You know this. I was about to leave. As soon as me and Jordan were getting done conversing here, if I went and seen you, I would have left, Casey. I can't do a live stream without you. You are my rock. You are my Erica. You are the one that keeps me strong when so many try to make me feel terrible. Trust me, God sees that, Casey. You will be rewarded for that, for helping me out like I help you out. I guess it's a two-way thing, right? So, now the stream can start. I won't play any music or anything, but now it can officially start. There we go. You're there for me, and I'm there for you, Case. And plus, I owe you a thank you. You have made me realize that even at this moment, even today, I have more supporters than I do haters. It's just a couple jabronis with a bunch of fake accounts that make it look bad. I know this, but I guess, I don't know, you opened my eyes to it more than, I guess my eyes were getting closed, and, you know, it can overshadow things. It can look bad. But I know how YouTube is. I know how shit is, and thank you for opening my eyes and making me realize that if I think about it, whenever I start naming names of people that still, you know, that still support me, it's just longer and longer the more I think of it. So, you know, I just got to keep that in mind. I can't let 6 to 10 people get me so down, because I have God knows how many behind the scenes. So thank you for just reminding me of that. Thank you for keeping me strong. Like, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you, and I can't thank you enough. I feel in your debt in a way, you know? I mean, you give me all these donations. You're just so freaking wonderful. You know, I don't know what to say. I'm just so blessed. I am, and I thank God for you every day. And the more that this is looking, I'm so thankful I have you. I feel like crying right now because I'm just so blessed to have somebody that cares for me. I've had so many people just throw me away, and like I've been hurt all my life. And to finally meet somebody who's fucking real about loving me and not having any kind of agenda out of it, and they're just so raw about me, I have to get used to it. So I'm sorry if I push you away sometimes, but I'm not used to it. I'm used to people using me and throwing me away and hurting me. I'm used to it. It doesn't hurt any less every time it happens, but that's what I expect. I'm used to it. I was always told I'm worthless, and I was raped when I was little, and I was held down and told should be raped over and over the rest of my life, and I should I can't tell you how many times that's why when people start attacking me, I'm like, anything you call me or you threaten, like, been there and done that when I was 6. Like, there's nothing you can say to me that hasn't been said worse to my face. So from now on, whenever they try to tear me down, I'm going to just be like, I don't know. Ain't the first time I heard that, or heard worse or something. I've heard worse than that or something like that. So you're looking at a man who was abused all his life. That's why I got so close to my mom, because she never hurt me in any way. So that's why I have that fear of losing her, because that's my best friend. She never hurt me. Everybody else came into my life, and it's just been a testimony, I guess. I don't know. A testimony. The closer I get with God, I can have a testimony of how I was torn down my whole life and how all this stuff happened to me, but I'm still here. I'm a survivor, and with God's help, he brought people into my life that were great, and it's all turning around and stuff like that. That's the testimony I think I'll have in the future. But if it wasn't for you and a few of my silent supporters and people like Jim Tom, I think you guys know I wouldn't be here. So how do I thank you guys other than finally letting the past go? I think that's the best thing I could do. I think that would be better than giving out money to you guys or some kind of giveaways or anything like that, or 16-hour streams. I think me moving on from the past and letting them all die and just be nasty together, I really think that would be the ultimate thank you to my supporters. I think they would appreciate that. And God is telling me it's time. It's time, right? You see people's true colors, it's time. So if it wasn't for my faith in God, I would be a lot weaker too. But I just feel like I'm getting so close to him when I read the Bible and understanding his word. Still won't push religion on you guys, but he's going to see me through all the heartaches. That's going to come in the future as well. He is going to be like, I've always said that. Whenever I feel like I have nobody left, I can cry to him, and he'll be my rock. He will. But he's bringing people my way. I'm just hoping, what I'm really hoping for is he brings my girlfriend my way. I hope he puts her in my path. And I give him my word, and you don't do something like that unless you know you can keep it. I give him my word. I will cherish her. I will love her. I will do my best to spoil her within my means. And I will, any mistake I made in the past with other relationships, I promise him I have learned from those mistakes. And she's going to be loved. So if you hear me up there, big league, take your time. No rush. Let's see here. Who's the Mexican in your thumbnail? I don't know. I hope it's the right Mexican. I hope they all look the same, so I hope I don't got the wrong person. Nothing personal, just letting go of the fucking past. Let's see here. That is the only way you can move on. That's right. You got to realize where you're lucky. You got to realize where you're lucky and blessed, and some people don't have that. So, I don't know. I'm just realizing, thanks to you, Casey, and God, and it's just a mixture of things that's opening my eyes, that there's so much more this way than holding on to the past. There's so much more I can do. So, yeah, I am getting more busy though in my real life, Casey, so I won't be here every night. And so don't blow up my phone if I miss 2 or 3 days, because I'm going to be busy here, and my life is changing in multiple ways, and got to be careful what I say, because I always got to keep in mind I have people watching for the wrong reasons. Not all of it's love. So learn to keep things private life private, and stuff like that. So no more games, and I am here for you. And possibly that's a reason why they hate me as well, because I don't go away and I stay here for you, Casey. They can't make you lose me. I think that's a big part of it. They feel like they're this close because of how I talk and how I delete channels. They feel like they're this close to making me go away and making you feel sad and making it where you don't have me, right? They're just miserable people. But because I keep coming here and they just don't affect me no matter what they fucking do, it's so obvious they don't affect this. I think that causes some of the hatred towards me as well, because I don't let them win, and neither do you. They get pissed when you send me donations. It makes you send me more. So it is what it is, right? So I thank you for being there for me. All of you, not just Casey. And I'm happy to be here for you. I don't want to get an ego and say you're welcome. I'm happy to be here for you if you need me. There we go. Not everybody needs me, but I know for a fact a few do. If I really didn't feel like that, then I would go away. Like, if I didn't feel like I had a purpose. Yeah. Good night. Love you. That's another reason why they hate me. The relationship between me and my mom, we're best friends, right? They didn't have parents. They didn't have close relationships. They were given up on, whatever have you. It's different things. If people focus on you, jealousy creates the worst kind of hatred. You might not even know what it is, but just sit back and think about everything you have, little and big. Just the littlest thing if you don't have much, because it could be the littlest thing that they desire. Everyone hates me, but it does not bother me. They hate you because you lift me up. They want to tear me down, and you hurt their chances of doing that. So they want to make me feel like nobody loves me, that I'm worthless, and nobody could ever love me, which is the stupidest thing, man. Like, I am one of the funniest people you'll ever meet. I'm one of the most random guys. Of course people can fall in love with me. They must think I really am slow in the head if they think I believe their bullshit. So, they hate you because you donate to me. They hate you because you are not a troll. They hate you because they were wrong about you, and you proved them wrong, and you're proud about proving them wrong, and you're not trying to fit in with them. You don't look up to any of them. You're only here for me. Something they say that I don't have. So, it's very clear why they would hate you. There's no other reason. You're just some random viewer, right? You're not a streamer. You don't attack them. You don't play games with them. You are more mentally mature than them. There's no reason to hate you. So if they focus on you, just use your common sense. It's because you're here for me. And I thank you, Casey. And that's why I'm here for you. It's a, you know what I'm saying. And that's how it's going to stay. I'm going to need you when my mom passes. I'm going to be so weak. But I will make you a mod. Today I'll make you a mod, because I don't care if you block certain people anymore. You won't block people that act like you. You won't block people that come in here with kindness towards me. I know for a fact that you block fast, but you only block people who come in here with criticisms. And I don't need criticisms no more. I went through enough of the criticisms. I know what they think. I know whatever. So if you block Melissa and all them, it is what it is. Like, I won't think about that stuff. I'll just talk to you and whoever's in the chat, and I ask you to give everybody a chance. I know Emma creates a lot of fake accounts that come in here. She has a crush on me. Seriously, but she needs to talk different ways. She came in here as that Rosie account or whatever it was, the one that had the mouth. I can tell that's her again. She's talking just the way Sabrina did, saying how I have a good singing voice. She's got to switch it up. She's not a good troll. But anyways, just block people like that and whatever have you. But if a new name comes in here, check their account. As long as they weren't made that day, because it's always fishy. We're on the side of YouTube where people just like to fuck with others. And yeah, I think all real people wouldn't have the account made within the last 3 days. So if you see that, if you feel like if it seems fishy, in other words, I'm putting my trust into you, Casey, to guide me to the great valley of great people, right? So I know you have my best intentions. It's all right there. People that get mad because you block fast, well, they hang out with the wrong crowds. If they're going to be over there while they're talking shit on me and nah, I understand it all. I understand, Casey, because I understand what you say. I don't deserve that. So these streams are going to finally be better for me because I'm going to let the past go and I don't give a fuck what they say. I don't see it anyways. So if they make fun of me only having you in my chat, who cares? They could only dream to have somebody as loyal as you are to me. It's all jealousy. I don't care. They can say, oh, because of the numbers. I don't care. It's who I have. I'm looking for loyalty, real support. I don't care about the numbers. I was always here to find relationships and friendships and build a family type thing. I be here for you, you be here for me. I've wanted that from day one. But they were all coming to me saying, let's stop talking about that and let's talk about what Isaac did, right? So I was just trying to please the wrong people and I got what I got in the end because it wasn't my crowd. You are my crowd. You are my crowd and anybody that digs me is my crowd. And there you go. You are like herpes impossible to get rid of. Yep. Learn to love it. Woo! Look, there's nothing wrong with wanting to spread a little light in such a dark fucking corner of YouTube. I am the light. Without me, it's all doxing and making fun of people and laughing at people and then other people trying. I'm different. I come on here and I feel like it's a different type of streamer for this side of YouTube. When I'm not giving in to the anger of being played with and all this stuff, right? Normal JP, the one who realizes how lucky he is, I feel like that's a different type of streamer than somebody that comes on here with their camera off and talks for 2 hours, and then in the background you hear, Albert! God damn, Albert! Did you eat that last Lunchable? Shit, Mom, fuck, Mom, stream, Mom. I can't tell you how many streamers out there don't turn their cameras on. I used to not watch, but I would go into different panel or different streams where they would have panels. And I used to be so dumbfounded on why. To me, it's unwatchable. Nobody has their cameras on. There's 5 people on the panel. And the ones that I checked out, nobody's talking for 40 minutes straight. And once in a while, you hear a controller, like they're playing games or something. And I used to say to myself, how the hell does this person have over 8 viewers right now? Like, how? It's unwatchable. At least I think it is. But I don't know. Everybody has different tastes, I guess. I stayed for 3 minutes. And I was sweating from boredom. Like, seriously, I was like, oh, my God, this is like, do something. Jesus. I think Hot Lips was chewing gum. I don't know. Somebody was chewing something, either her or Laura. And then, I don't know, somebody else. I think it was Caitlin who had the controller. And that's not the only time I went into a live stream and it was like that. And I'm not the only person as well. So I am different, man. I guess a lot of people's purpose on this side of YouTube is just to make fun of people, docs, and then they shut their mouths and they just hang out. Right? They just like do their own thing. They watch TV while they're still streaming. It's not my style. And I'll tell you definitely what isn't my style. Well, anyways, I know what I'm here for, and that is to be there for Casey and anybody else, man. Like, Casey lurked for 4 years, so I don't know. You never know who's all out there. I always have more lurkers than chatters. You never know your impact. So I don't want to disappoint those people no more. I have more supporters than haters. And I think YouTube should someday change it where people can't create hundreds of fake accounts. I think that's uncalled for, and I don't know why YouTube has that as a thing, but maybe it's beyond my knowledge. I don't know. Somebody told me it's because of the big companies. Well, I think there should still be a limit. I don't know, something. Hey, JP, have you been keeping up with the news? Somewhat. I've been paying attention to Hurricane Milton and different things like that, but I've been a little preoccupied with other things. So I haven't been on. I've been on YouTube listening to music, obviously, but as far as looking up Israel war news and Russia, Ukraine, I haven't been really doing any of that. So I guess everything's okay. I'm sure there's things going back and forth between Israel and Hezbollah and all them, but I haven't really heard anything major from Iran or anything like that. So I guess it's just the normal war type thing right now. The calm before the second storm or something. I didn't hear, again, I'm not searching it out though, Case, so I don't know. But I know Israel is going to do an attack on Iran, So I don't think they did it yet. I don't think they hit any of their nuclear sites or anything like that. But then again, if I'm not looking it up, but it's not on front page, that's all I'm saying. I'm here for you too. Thank you, Jordan. I know this, man. I know this. Casey's just the one that, and I thank you too, Jordan. You do reach out to me privately, but Casey's the one that really reminds me what I have left, and she really hammers it in my head because I do have a tendency to give my attention to the hatred, but she hammers it in my head that I'm not the only one you have. Like you have. She just makes me, she reminds me every time I start naming people how it just goes and more and more and more. At first it starts slow because I'm just starting to think, and then all of a sudden I'm like, oh, and then that, and then that, and that, and that, and then I'm like, all right. So, I always got to keep that in mind, and you guys are here for me, so I got to be here for you. So I don't know how else to say it other than I appreciate you guys. Thank you for saying that, Jordan. Oh, I already know it. Jordan didn't have to say it. I know that, man. Jordan has been with me for so long. Seriously. Doug would be so proud of him. So I can't put that into words enough. Doug would be so proud of him. Instead of migrating towards Guest Mob and all these people that tried to hurt Doug, he came to somebody who stuck up for Doug and somebody who was there for Doug until we lost him, right? I think Doug would slap Mary's place without a doubt, making up rumors and shit just for attention. Doug would absolutely, completely condemn her away from his community if he was still around. If he heard what she's trying to push, thank God she doesn't have many people because it's such bullshit and lies. I remember when he was sick, I was tearing down Hot Lips and all these people and Mary's place for getting financial donations and getting, I would tear them down, man. I had Doug's back, so I was the only real one he had. That's what it's looking like. They all use people's names, and I can only imagine Doug's reaction if he was alive and he's seen some of the shit that Mary's place is trying to accuse me of. Like I said, he wouldn't have her a part of his community. He would be very upset. Because it's just, she's a bullshitter. She's 60-some years old, man. She's in her late 60s. So I'm not going to sit here and tell her to grow up, because if she didn't do it by now, she never fucking will. But she is a bullshitter, and she is just an attention hog. And some people you just can't change. But Doug would be beyond pissed off. Hey, JP, I am almost down a clothes size. Congratulations, Case. There you go. And I can tell you're losing weight, you know? You made that video where I'm not going to be sharing personal business all the time, but you know what video you made for me last time. And even the video before that, like, I can tell, and I'm proud of you. It's not easy, I'm sure. So I guess you have willpower. That's all it takes is willpower. Some people don't have it. And that's easier said than done, you know, to ignore those urges. And so I don't know who you're trying to impress, Casey. You better not leave me. I'm telling you. I love you for you. I love you the way you are. You know this. So I don't know why you're so freaking... I have no idea. But if it's one person God has given me the feeling that they will never hurt me, it's Casey. So I will trust you're doing it for you and not someone else. But if I find out John Stamos came into your life and you're keeping it from me, nothing wrong with wanting to be healthy. Yeah, that's true. That's true. See, Casey? You got supporters out there. Look at that. No, but if she's doing it for herself, that makes it even that much more of a good thing, you know? I just hope she doesn't get too thin. Because I like bigger women and, you know. I don't know. I'll find out. If she gets too thin, I'll see her as she's losing weight. She shows me anything I want to see. So, I don't know. I'll let her know. I know the worst thing to do to somebody if they lose a bunch of weight is say you look better fat, right? Like you look better heavy. Because you'll lose that person. But I don't think I'll lose Casey. Even if I say something like that, she'll just start eating again. I don't know, Casey. The size you started at, you were perfect for my taste. So just don't lose too much. It's not all about looks. Do what you want to do, but whatevs. I'm doing it for health reasons. All right. Well, then who cares what my taste is? Just don't get super skinny. That's all I ask. But there is nothing wrong with wanting to be healthy. That's why I started taking vitamins and getting into all that stuff. I take vitamins every day. I've never done that stuff, and I should be taking a lot more. I take extra vitamin C. You're supposed to only have like 2,000 milligrams is the very highest they suggest. You're only supposed to have like 90, but 2,000 up per day. So I'm taking 2,090 at a time. So, you know, and the only reason I'm not scared of taking multiple vitamins of C is because supposedly it's hard to overdose on vitamin C. There's other vitamins out there where it can get you sick and you can get, you know, there's effects from taking too much of it. But vitamin C, supposedly whatever your body don't need, like if you take too much of it, you just pee it out. So with my understanding of that, I'm taking a little extra because I just, you know, there was some things they found that I never got an update on because I canceled all the appointments, but I had cysts on my kidneys that they found. I had gallstones. So I'm just getting some vitamins in me, something that your body is one of the greatest machines ever. God, there's no mistakes with God. Your body, the way it can heal itself, the way it can adapt to situations is absolutely remarkable. And to think God created that, right? I also exercise. I exercise my lungs. I breathe in. And I breathe out. And then I cough. And then I breathe in. I exercise my lungs a little bit. Oh, man. So, I want to thank each and every one of you for being here right now. Now that Casey is here, amongst Creative J and some others. Casey is what I really need to kick off each stream. As long as I know somebody's in the background watching, we're good. All right. So, this is what I have started watching. I finished the first movie. I still got to start the second one, but I'm going to watch all 7 original movies in a row. And I want to watch all the Nightmare on Elm Streets. I hate the remake with a passion, but I haven't seen it since it came out. I just know I always just said how it's the worst remake, one of the worst things. It's just, what was his name? Jackie Earle Haley as Freddy Krueger. He did all right, but you see, Wes Craven went a different route. Wes Craven made Freddy Krueger a serial child murderer, right? And I mean, I'm watching all again, but Freddy's my all-time favorite villain, so I'm pretty sure I got this right, that the parents killed him, set him on fire and killed him, and now he's haunting the children in their dreams and killing the children for revenge. I think I got that right. Well, the remake, one of the things that really upset me is, and I found out that it was Wes Craven's, it was his initial vision of Freddy Krueger, but he went the route of child murder instead. I guess to be less, I just don't like, I'm glad he went that route, because the remake goes the route of Freddy Krueger being a child rapist and the parents killed him, I kind of like Freddy where he isn't doing that. He isn't, I know it kind of makes him more of a monster, more despisable and shit, right? But I do like the way the Robert Englund's Freddy is. I'm pretty sure he was not a child predator, the original Freddy. I'm pretty sure. But the remake, I remember he was. That was like the key thing towards the end. And, and the remake just threw me off. Like, I just didn't care for it. I really didn't like it. And I never bought it because I didn't like it that much. I just never bought it. I didn't care about completing the collections. When it came to Jackie Earle Haley as Freddy, I didn't want no part of it. But you know where this is going. I'm watching the original 7 movies, and I think besides these 7, there's only 2. There's Freddy versus Jason, which I have that in the Jason collection. So the only one I think I'm missing is the remake with Jackie Earle Haley. Bada bing, bada boom. Something came today. I wonder what this could be. Let's see here. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And another reason why I went with this buy is because, now, let me see here. Well, okay, never mind. I look for things that are in Blockbuster cases. They were rentals because they're not worth anything extra, but just something about, I have some, if I look, something about the case on the inside saying Blockbuster, and just knowing it came from Blockbuster and they don't exist no more. It's kind of a piece of history in my mind. So I do like finding Blockbuster rentals that are out there. This is not from Blockbuster, but it is a rental. It caught my eye when I looked at the pictures. It does say rental on it, so I don't know if it was Redbox or... I don't think it was Redbox. And I don't know if it would say on the sticker here. It just says Nightmare on Elm Street and... Oh, maybe here. Hold on. Some video warehouse. Yeah. Even has the address. 703 Dems Avenue. So, I don't know. I just like when they say rentals and just... Hopefully it's in good condition. It said it was. Oh, yeah. That's not that bad. Nope. That's why I love Blu-rays and 4Ks. They have like a coating on the back. It's like, that's why it looks like a mirror. You can, if you get a fingerprint, you can just wipe it off. It's so cool. They're anti-scratch. They're scratch resistant and all this stuff. I finally got to watch Deadpool and Wolverine. It's a good movie. I should do the same. I have not watched the Nightmare on Elm Street movies for a while. I don't know. Something just got me in the kick of Freddy. And maybe, I don't think it's because it's Halloween. I've been in the mood to watch horrors and haven't gotten around to none 2. So I started just one night. I just felt like watching it. So I put in the first one. I was like, I'm going to watch all of them. Screw it. It's been a long time since I did that. I used to do that stuff back in the day. So I'm going to start with number 1. I'm on to number 2 now. And I'm going to just go in order. I'm pretty sure I have the whole collection now. I was only missing the remake. So, and thank God, I just looked. Thank God it's the remake and not the original movie. I would have been so mad if it was the wrong movie, right? There was something else I didn't care about for this movie. There was multiple things, but I can't remember now. I only seen it when did this come out, like 2014 or something. 2010. It's been a long time, but whatevs. There's a reason why this didn't get no sequel. Robert Englund is where it's at, right here. Plus, I wanted to see the quality, because Cozy used to tell me that this set here, the quality of the movies is like worse than DVD. And I was like, what? So, I gotta say, I didn't check out the other 6 yet, but the first movie looks great. I even said to myself, like 2 different times while I was watching the movie, I was like, what the hell was Cozy talking about? This transfer looks good. Like, the picture looks clear. It looks great. What is he talking about? So maybe it's the other movies or some of the other movies. I'll find out. But so far, he was full of shit. Like, I thought the transfer looked fine to me. Didn't look like VHS or anything like that, for sure. Hey, JP, remember the days of VHS? Yep, I was just talking about it. Yeah, I do. That's how I got into collecting. My mom collected. I got it from my mom, the passion for buying movies and stuff. But something I do that she didn't do, where I'm different than her, is I will go out of my way to buy older films, and I'll pay a lot of money for them if they're out of print, just to have them in my collection. She never did that. She just bought the movies as they came out. She was one of those types. But when I say she bought them as they came out, we had thousands of VHS tapes. Like, she was a collector. And that's where I got it from. I know that. I remember when I was a kid, we had VHSs and we were just always into movies. So, but she never went out of her way to buy old movies and pay extra for them or anything like that. She just bought them as they came out and they just build up, right? But me, I could pull out a couple movies where I bought them used DVDs and I paid over $100 for a used DVD. She would never do that. But I don't know. I think it's not the biggest collection in the world, but I think it's something that I can gloat about and show off and be proud of. The other movie is a remake. The Nightmare on Elm Street? Yes. They remade it in 2010. So it's a different guy playing Freddy. So it's not Robert Englund. It's Jackie Earle Haley, his name is. I think he was in, what was that movie called? I never really cared for it. I don't think I even really watched it too much. Not Watch Dogs. He was in, that movie with Bruce Willis. Porchman would know that movie with Bruce Willis. It was black and white. It was kind of artistic. Watch something. Like Watch Dogs, but it wasn't Watch Dogs. I forget what the hell it's called. Watchman or something. But anyways, he was known for that movie at the time. He was kind of big from that movie. And this didn't go over too well, for sure. I forget what the movie's called. I can actually find out right now. I can look up his name. I know his name, so it'll be in his filmography. Jackie Earle Haley filmography. So he was in. There it is.
Is credited in more than 60 movies.
There it is.
Here are the first 3.
Watchmen.
Nightmare on Elm Street, Watchmen, and Bad News Bears.
From what I understand, he was known. He got big from the Watchmen movie. And that's why he got the part of Freddy and stuff, because he was hot at the time. So. Maybe I should show you my brother's Blu-ray collection. I can make a video. There you go. Do that tonight, Case. I'd love to see that. When I'm done streaming here, I'm gonna go relax and try to have a great night, right? I'm gonna have a great night. So I hope you guys have as good of a night as I'm gonna have. But send it, yeah, make a video. Let me see his collection. Just show me. You don't got to pull different movies out. Just let me see the size of it, and I'm sure I'll notice some colors of some titles or something. Watching Milton. Do you know how many viewers I could get right now, Jim Tom, if I would milk Milton? Yes. Oh, that sounds right. If I could milk Milton right now, that's right. Woo. I'm telling you, Jim Tom, I was tempted to put the title, Tracking Hurricane Milton, Be Safe. And I was going to put on a little suit and tie like a weatherman and basically just play live feeds from Florida or something and just be like, here it comes right there. It's coming in full force. Hey, I'll be a different kind of weatherman, right, Jim? Right? I'll be the dunce. Well, hello, welcome everybody. We're tracking Milton. Milking Milton? That's what I say. But I seriously, all seriousness, man, I could get some views right now. There's certain things that happen, real world events that I don't take advantage of, and I'm silly not to. But I guess I'm okay with just having the family I have, and I don't need a shitload of attention, I guess. Plus, somebody will come in and saying, "Is this still a category 5?" And I'll be there going, "Well, that's right. It's a category. It's a category. Everybody run. It's a category 1." Yeah. I want to get legit. Like, I don't want to, there's nothing wrong with clickbaiting, but, yeah. But I'm just making a point. If I would, right now, if I was smart, Milton has arrived. Why am I not talking about him? Hey, JP, would you do storm hunting? Nah, it's not really my thing. No. I do, as I'm getting older though, Casey, I do like sitting outside. We don't get bad storms often, but when we do, I do like watching them. I wasn't like that when I was younger, but it does have my interest. Like, I do like standing out on the porch and just, if it's hailing or something, like, I just like watching the trees go nuts. And I don't mess with lightning though. If it's lightning, I don't really stay out long. I'm surrounded by a metal gate, and I don't know. I feel like the Lord's happy with me and he's helping me, but I don't mess with lightning. I feel bad for Florida too, and there's some residents that have decided to stay back in their homes for their own reasons, and I just pray that we don't find them the next town over under 20 feet of water. If Hurricane Helene was anything to go by, and they're saying this hurricane is going to be worse, so I hope it's not man-made. Did you notice these hurricanes are attacking places or flooding places that are battleground states for Donald Trump? They're saying how North Carolina can't vote now, and somebody was saying, "Oh yeah, they don't want Florida to vote. Here comes Hurricane Milton." Somebody was saying they got to stop implementing clouds. What the hell are they doing to our environment? Wouldn't you shit if they're going to all lengths to stop the voters from Trump, right? Just drown the cities off the map so they can't vote. Oh, boy. I love storms. I am scared of lightning. Yeah, I guess I have a fear of lightning. Yeah, I guess, when I was young, when I would see a bolt and it would crack, I would just like, I would not want to be outside. So, yeah, I don't know. I just know lightning can strike the ground, and I know it's very unpredictable. So I don't know. If it's really heavy lightning and stuff, yeah, I get nervous because you don't know where it's going to strike. And so thank you so much for being here tonight, Casey. I appreciate you. Let's see here, but we'll see. As far as the voting stuff goes, if they can manipulate our weather, that's the first I heard of that. I always thought that was kind of futuristic. I've seen movies like Geostorm and all this where they but I didn't think that was a real thing. And it might not be, but I use the conspiracy theorists out there. They get you kind of double looking, right? Let's see here. It does exist. Well, I'm just sitting back and watching the ride of the earth. Whether it's nukes or whether it's hurricanes or whether it's whatever. I am just accepting the disasters because it is foretold in the Bible. There's nothing I can do to change God's plan. So I know at the end of all this, I'm going to heaven and I'm going to be with the people I love that are already there by the time I get there. So I try not to get down about the end of the world and the end of times and, all these wars and us killing each other. And I'm trying to stop letting that bother me so much. I got too good of a heart. That's my problem. But I think about the end result for all of us. And it's a lot better than this. So it's not nothing to be scared of. It's not nothing to try to change, right? It's all God's plan. All of this. I'm sure Israel being attacked. Like, it's all in the Bible. It happened before, and God's promised different things, and so it's all foretold. It's all gonna happen. So don't try to become a billionaire and try to change things. And I think it's gonna happen how it's supposed to happen. I think this earth will replenish, will be refreshed either way. So the best thing you can do, Casey, is just make it right with God and just, tell him you're sorry for the bad things you did and just be serious about it, because he knows if you're serious or not. When those locusts come down, Casey, I want to have the mark of God on my forehead, right? That sounds pretty crazy what the Bible's saying is going to happen. Must I read it again to you? Locusts, the size of horses, with stingers of scorpions and human faces, will be commanded by God to attack, not kill. You'll wish you were being killed, but attack every individual that does not have the mark from God. And you know what that means? That means every individual that's a bad person. So Jesus is very clear. You have time. Make it right so you can have the mark of God. Because right now you don't have it. So make it right. So I pray, however this goes, whatever his plan is, my ultimate, my end result, my hope, is to just be there with him. Supposedly it's not hard to do. You just got to be a good person. You just got to spread his word and just don't be somebody you're not to fit in. You got to put him first. If you can't put him first, how can he put you first, right? It's all right there. I heard Milton is going to have 120 miles. I heard it's past 200 miles per hour, man. I heard it's past 200 miles per hour at some point. It's actually, the winds are that bad that they want to have a new category 6. Because I guess 180 miles per hour or over is category 5. I think that's how it is. But this is so strong, they're saying, well, if it's at a certain other point, there should be even a stronger system, right? Like a stronger category. Instead of just, once you exceed that 180 miles per hour, you're just a category 5. They're saying if you get to 200, you should be, So it was to the point where people were just saying category 6. I've seen it over and over again. I don't know what it's at now, because I think it's striking landfall. And I think as soon as a hurricane hits land, it starts getting weaker. It's the water from the ocean that gets it stronger, So I don't know. I just know it's going to be devastating. So my heart goes out for the residents of a big chunk of Florida. I don't know. I'm not too close with global warming, and I don't know what I believe in with that, but these are some strong storms. And Hurricane Helene, that was only a week ago. Like, hardly any time passed, and we have another one that's stronger. So I don't remember hurricanes being back-to-back like this. And there's another one going up a different direction. Hurricane Aya or something. I can't remember, but it's not as strong, and it's not going to hit. But where these, something's not right here. So is global warming a thing? I don't know. I just know there's some catastrophic events happening here back to back. So who knows? Who knows? But the way the Bible talks, like the things that it explains, it is certain things that look like it's starting to happen. And it's in Revelation, so it's the end of times of the Bible. So I can see why people are in New York City and they have these big cardboard signs and they have bells and they're saying about the rapture, and I can understand. I can. Hey, Case, you know what I realized? If I keep talking with my hands like this, I'm going to turn into Bernie Sanders. I don't know why. I think it's because I do the impressions all the time and I'm starting to talk, right? I never catch myself going like this, but I do weigh things a lot. I guess because I don't make the right choices. So I'm like, well, here's this. And Oh, I'll be damned. But I don't know what the hell all this Bernie Sanders waving. I don't know who I'm waving at right now. It's one of you. The worst storm we have ever had, 70 miles per hour winds. I don't know what the worst we had. I don't know. I never really followed up with the measurements of winds, but we've had some, we usually get the end of a hurricane up this way. Like if there's a bad hurricane somewhere down south, or a lot of times we'll get real bad storms and it'll be the effect from that hurricane way down there, but we'll just get the light part of the hurricane. So it's like a tropical storm type thing. I've never seen a tornado around here. I'm not asking for one, but I've heard there was tornadoes that touched down like 10 miles from here and stuff already in the past. But me personally, here in my township, I have never seen a tornado. We've had some warnings here and there, but I always say nothing happens here, right? Like nothing. But that's not a bad thing. At least I live in a safe place. I should be thankful, right? Trees came down everywhere. It was crazy. Well, we'll see what happens with Milton Case. We will. But after I get out of here tonight, Casey, if you want to talk for a while, we can. I'm going to be just chilling out, listening to music anyways, getting all smoked up. So, that has a tendency to make me be in the mood. So if you want to do that, that's up to you. Enjoy it now, Case, because when I do find who I'm supposed to be with, that'll have to stop. I am 100% faithful. So I know you enjoy that with me, but that won't be forever. Unless you find a way down here to be in my arms, like, it's not going to be forever. So enjoy my flirtatiousness while it exists. Because I know I just yap my gums. As Stone Cold Steve Austin say, flap my gums. I know I do that a lot. But I am so serious. Like, when I have a real relationship and it's something serious, I am 100% faithful. I have never cheated on one of my exes. I've always been the one cheated on. I don't know. So, enjoy it now, because you still got it. But as soon as God puts that beautiful, special someone in my path, you're all out of luck, Case, and I'm sorry. And no matter how tempting you make it, I will not flirt with you. I will not do certain things because, again, I am faithful. So all I'm trying to say is enjoy it while it lasts. That's right. None of them last forever. So enjoy it while it lasts, Casey. I know you understand. You're a woman. You know you're faithful to me. You know what faith is. You know what loyalty is. And you know what kind of man I am. I'm not like most guys. I'm one of the good ones. So I'll be faithful to. So I know you understand. But I know on your end, I try to put myself in your socks, right? I know it must suck. But maybe it'll be a while until I find her. So we'll cross that bridge when we get there. We won't stress over it now. But enjoy it while it lasts. Yeah. Yep, and as soon as things look, well, we ain't gonna get into you saving money. Screw it. We'll enjoy this internet thing while it lasts. We ain't gonna ever physically be together. I don't think I'll go for a blonde, though. Now that I'm older, I look mainly at brunettes. I used to be blondes, but I don't think whoever I get with, I don't think a blonde will catch my attention. I mean, I don't know what God has in store for me, but I mean, if she looked like Jessica Biel, I don't know. But I think I will land up with a brunette. You guys will see, maybe I'll do streams with her or something, but we'll see if she's a brunette. We'll see. Maybe I'll go for a blonde, but I don't think so. I don't know. I've just changed. I don't know. Kurt always looks at these blonde women, and I used to be that way, but now every time they have a friend next to them, like a short, chubby brunette chick, they're these Carrie Underwoods, and he's like, look at that, right? And I'm looking over, and yeah, she's gorgeous, but my eyes twitching towards the heavyset girl, the with the long brown hair, right? I don't know. You like who you like. Anything is possible, JP. Well, that's true. You know, anything is possible. So whatever's meant for me will happen. Whether it's to be with somebody long distance like you, or whether it's to be somebody at a job I'm gonna get, or somebody I meet at Walmart, or somebody local, I'll say, somebody close. Whether they're far or close. Why don't I just spit it out? I'm just looking forward to it. I really am. I had to get into the right mind frame, and I'm finally there. So that is all I'm missing in my life to fully heal. That's all I'm missing. Somebody to give all my love to. Everything else is taken care of. Everything else, I know what's missing. And as soon as I find that, as soon as I get that, talk about a whole new man. That's what I'm missing. So I have so much love built up into me, and I give a lot of love to Gracie, but right, like that can only go so far. I have so much freaking love built inside me that it just kicks you down if you don't have nobody to just give it to. So looking forward to it. I pray to God, and hopefully it's sooner than later. But I'm definitely ready. Before I wasn't ready, but I've been ready. I am definitely ready to fully. My heart is just missing. I can be healed. I just need that special someone. So I know God hears me, and I always keep in mind what Garth Brooks always sang about. Some of God's greatest gifts are unanswered prayers. Don't question God. Don't say, why don't I have somebody, God? Because it could be the greatest thing that he's not giving you somebody right now. So I am a firm believer that some of God's greatest gifts are unanswered prayers. Sometimes things happen and you're so happy that you waited and you didn't happen with that other person. And so God knows what's best for you. He has it all worked out, and I'm leaving it all in his hands. Everything, not just relationship status, but everything. I'm talking about my life in general, just how it goes with my mom going, and like he's going to be there. And if I just put everything in his hands, I don't need none of you. Like, he is everything. And the Bible says you got to make him everything, or like your chances are not as good. Like, I don't know if he actually watches you, but he knows your actions throughout your life, and he knows who you've helped and what you've done. And so I don't quite understand all of it. I don't want to pretend I do, but I know there's a bigger picture than all of this. And I think the picture's so big that you're not, no matter how smart you are, you can't comprehend it. Even the greatest scientists out there are just guessing with a lot of things. Like, you don't know. You can't see that far into space. We don't know. So it's all just trying to figure it out and see what the meaning of life is all about. But all they have to do is pick up a book. That's all they got to do. And it's all right there what the meaning of life is. It really is. I think Carl Sagan said it best. So I think he is the one that opened my eyes. I don't know if what his religion status was, but I don't know. That's the impact he had on me, whether that was his intended impact or not. He opened my eyes and made me a changed man. He really did. Like, Michael Jackson changed me when I was younger. And then this message from Carl Sagan I think that's when I started picking on people. I stopped picking on people. I stopped picking on people, and I stopped going after people after I discovered that, because it's something you should know, but it changed me. That's why I tell people, I hope you have a Carl Sagan type message that blows your mind wide open, and might not be from him, but I hope you randomly discover something where you realize what life is all about. So once in a while, I'll go back and I'll listen to the Pale Blue Dot. I'll just listen to it, and he has a lot of other messages too. I started, discovering some more, but the Pale Blue Dot is what did it for me. It just all makes really perfect sense. It really does. Hey JP, what's up, brother? My friend Justin was in a very dark place 2 days ago. I was able to get him out of it. There you go, man. That's what I'm talking about. That's my purpose here with you guys, and like, we help each other out. That's good, man. Hope you've been good, JP. I'm doing great now, Porch. I had to let the past go. I had to fully do that, and it actually wasn't that hard. I just had to I don't want to sit here and thank Casey all the time, but I just wasn't thinking right. You know, I have more supporters than haters, and I gotta stop it. I just gotta knock it off and move on. Let's see here. I should be blessed. I should feel blessed that I didn't lose more than 10 people, 10ish, right? I should feel so blessed. So I don't know what my problem is. So God's given me that feeling that it's time to move on. Let's see. Yeah, I'm glad you helped him through it though, Porch. I am. That's all that matters. That he didn't render himself obsolete. Yes. He's still here with us the way it sounds, Porch. So we all go through dark times. That's why I don't understand why people pick on each other instead of helping each other out, because we all suffer from depression. We all have the same type of mental illnesses. That's why most of them are together and stuff like that. They all migrate, right? But instead of helping each other out, they tear each other down, and it makes them feel validated, I guess. I don't know, but I don't want no part of that, and I haven't wanted a part of that for a long time. Kept getting sucked back into it. It's all over. It's all good now, Case. I was able to cheer Justin up. I'm glad to hear that, man. Tell Justin I said hi. You want to start giving me shout outs, Porch? I am completely letting go of the past. They're dead to me. The whole situation's dead to me. So I won't be bringing it up no more. Let them die and let them rot. I won't know about anything. So if you want to give me some shout outs, if you want to be like, hey, Justin, or anything like that, I feel like I can keep new people now. Before I couldn't. It was a personal thing, but now I can keep new people. So I'm going to start spamming Michael Green's comments like I did in 2018. Maybe I'll go somewhere else. But I'm going to just start spamming comments. Check out da-da-da. And Casey, something that helps me out too is if you do that. So go on YouTube. It's better than Twitter. People are going to just unfollow you on Twitter. Go on YouTube. You'll see how this works. Go on YouTube. Go to really popular YouTubers. And reply to comments. Don't leave a comment under their video. Check out this guy. You got to reply to certain people. And just be like, just kind of fit in with them and just be like, you got to check out JP. You got to check out, man. He owns. You got to just really build me up. But you got to reply to people. That way they see that and they choose whether they, I don't know if you can put links or whatever, but you know how YouTube works. So just get my name out there. Bring some new beautiful souls my way. That way we can build something that they could only dream of having, right? But I need your help to do that. I'm only one man. But word of mouth is very powerful. And since I'm not talking about the past no more, like, it's just like, it's going to be different. So the clips don't matter. None of that matters. Because when they come, like, we're just going to build something. So I can hope you grow your channel, JP. Thank you. That's all I want. That's all I ask. Bring new people my way. That way we have a lot of people to talk to, and the streams will get better as we have more people, more fun, more, because like I feed off of people. So the more people you can bring in, any of you, the longer these streams go, the more desire I'll have to do them more often, right? So just bring more people in. I'll do my part. I'm not just counting on you guys. I will do my part, and I'll try to spread my name out there a little bit. But let's meet some new faces, not some fake accounts of people that want to be in my life, but they're too nervous to come in as a real them because they're trying to fit in with other people, Emma. And let's not trying to fit in with her. She's the one trying to get my attention here. Just come in as your real account. Stop creating all these women accounts, man. Unreal. Anyways, those games are all over. Let's meet some new people, some good people, and let's build a family. Let's build something. I shared you out. Thank you, Porch. And for doing that, you have my word. I'm fully moving on. I know I've talked certain ways many times, but you have my word. It's now or never. Also, Porch, I will be focusing on movies and stuff. So your crowd fits my crowd now. So I think you're too busy to be a replay watcher. I do believe this. So I will repeat myself. It's how much I love you, brother. I got the Nightmare on Elm Street remake because I'm going on a Freddy kick. I'm watching all the films from the first to the last. And the only one I was missing was the remake. The crappy-ass remake that nobody cares about. But I want to watch all of them. And I want it for my collection, so there it is. Oh man. I only paid $10 for it. You know? At first I seen one on Amazon for like $60. I guess the Blu-ray's out of print or something. I was like, nah. Nope, the movie sucks. I ain't gonna nope. I don't care what mood I'm in. I don't care. Whatever, no. And then I went on eBay and here I saw this rental one for $9.99 or $10, whatever. Free shipping. I was like, okay, I'll pay 10. I found it out of a bargain bin, Walmart $10 bar, whatever. I'll pay $10 for it. That's reasonable. Nowadays prices and inflation, $10, okay. But I ain't paying no $63.98 or whatever the hell that was. No. Maybe I could try to find some people that are having a rough time and I could tell them how much you helped me and I could tell them you saved my life every day. Yes, Casey. And please do that because since I'm fully moving on, you won't look like a liar. Like they'll come over here looking for some guidance and I'm here bitching about, right? Like I don't look like a, so now that I'm moving on and I'm going to be able to finally be the real me, my focus is all on the right shit. You can do that because when they come in, now I can fully be here for them because my attention's not with that shit. There we go. I was always good at building people up. I just got caught up in people hurting me and it sucked. And it was just going in circles because they don't give a fuck and they like being talked about. So now I can finally do what I was meant to do. What I do for you, Casey, right? Each and every day. The remake was alright. Of Nightmare on Elm Street? I know I hated it, man. I did not like it. But I'm going to give it another shot. I haven't watched it for many years. I'm going to go with an open mind. I remember some of it, and I remember the ending where I was like, oh, come on. But I'm going to give it an open shot. I am. I'm going to go in there open-minded. Jackie Earle Haley, what you got for me? Let's do this again. I'm a little older, a little more bored. What you got for me? I'm going to try to collect some of the films my buddy Justin was like in Species 2. Justin was, oh, he was in like Species 2 and Universal Soldier: The Return. No, yeah. Movie actor, huh? Telling you, Porch has the life. He knows celebrities. He's hanging out with hotties. He's roundhouse kicking elevators and making them all malfunction and everything. Not elevators, I mean escalators. The steps. Unreal. I gotta order more glass cleaning things. I only have like 1 or 2 left. So until I get this job or get some extra income here, I'm pretty much out of money right now. Because I heavily invested in something. So, and I mean heavily invested. Sometimes when you just look at something, you're like, yeah, that costs some money. Whatever, right? But it'll pay in the end, if you know what I mean. I did not like that movie. Nightmare on Elm Street. I'm not gonna talk about it no more until I watch it again, Case. Because maybe I'll surprise myself. Maybe I'll be like, that wasn't so bad. The one thing I do remember that I did like about this, because if I had to pick a positive, something I did like. There was so much I didn't like, but one thing I thought they did good in this movie was the transitions from the real world to the dream world. Like Nancy would fall asleep and it would be the real classroom and all of a sudden it would just start burning away. And then, I thought the transitions between reality and dream were done very well in this. It looked pretty cool, some of those sequences. I'm not going to go and see the new Lion King movie because they made Mufasa an orphan. Yeah, we'll see. It's very rare I go to a movie theater to see movies. It's very rare. I usually wait for them to come out in physical media and I'll buy it. So, speaking of that, Planet of the Apes will be watched very soon. That is the next new movie I will watch. So, The Nun 2 will be... I want to see Planet of the Apes. I got to see it. And I have it now. There's no excuse not to see it. So, I cheered you out too. Big League. There you go. There's the Trump for the night. Actually, I think I did him earlier. Yeah, I appreciate that, guys. Like I said, it starts off slow, but word of mouth is more powerful than anybody might want you to believe. Like word of mouth, that's one thing I learned 6+ years is very powerful. So I'll be doing my part, but until then, you guys can do your part for me. Thank you. Yeah, as I watch these Nightmare on Elm Street movies, I'm not going to talk about them again until I watch all of them, but I'm going to go through again because currently my favorite, I believe, is Dream Warriors. It's like a fan favorite. But I'm going to watch again because the second one was really good with the bus and with the kid that was turning into Freddy and the glove was on him and stuff. The shower scene was really creepy, so I think the second one might be my favorite. That's why I want to, after all these years, I want to sit down and watch them again. And I will tell you which one is my all-time favorite Nightmare on Elm Street. I'm going to give them all an open mind, and I'm going to go in, and a lot of them I do forget. So, what was it? Dream Child? That one was a good one. Which one? Was it Dream Warriors where it starts out with the girl making a big replica house of Freddy's house, but out of like popsicle sticks and newspaper? Was that Dream Warriors? I think so. With the blonde Kirsten. That was a good one. I think that was Dream Warriors. I know Dream Warriors had that nerd that had the powers, right? And then that big black dude that was like got real strong and stuff. I guess, I don't know. I'll let you know which one's my favorite, but that is a good one. Go check out the Species films. The first one is really good. The second is all right. I haven't seen the other two. I seen a collection of Species a while back. I never bought it, but I think I saw it on Amazon. It was like 4 or 5 films. Isn't that movie with that bald girl? She's the monster or something. Like, doesn't she turn in? Doesn't the whatever it is turn into like a girl? Then she's bald and she seduces people. Isn't that Species? You know what movie? You know what movie you got to see, Porch? If we're gonna go this route. I was meant to show you, brother. Oh, I just knocked out the light. I wasn't meant to show you. Hold on. I tripped over the light. Everything's so tight in here now because of my setup. Hold on. I got to plug this back in. I got to move my Archie Bunker chair. I don't know why I'm explaining to you every step along the way, but I am. Hey, I stepped on... I pulled that out. I've been told by my ex that I'm good at pulling out, which is not a bad thing. And hopefully you don't see my butt. Hold on. Good God Almighty! All right. How's that, huh? There we go. We're back in business. Yeah, my Archie Bunker chair's all messed up, but I highly recommend. Now, I don't remember I gotta watch these again, but I remember the first one was really one that stands out. Mimic. Put 1 in the chat if you've ever seen any of the Mimic movies. Put 2 if you've never heard of it. There's 3 films altogether. Mimic. Let me fix my Archie Bunker chair. Stifle yourself, huh? Edith. So Mimic, real quickly, what Mimic's about. Mimic is about, I gotta watch it again, but the first movie, it's about these giant cockroach monsters in the subway. I don't know if they're just giant cockroaches. And this kid discovers them or something like that, and they make like a clicking noise, and I don't think he can talk. There's something to it, but anyways, it's about these giant cockroaches that are in the subway, and I'm talking 6-foot human-sized cockroaches. I gotta watch again. I remember it was really, really good. So that's another movie I gotta sit down and watch 1, 2, and 3. I know for a fact I didn't see all 3 of them, so I don't know if they get cheesy like Hellraiser or in the Leprechaun series or if it stays pretty serious. I have no idea. What is the black thing in your dressing room? It's what it is. It's a dressing room. Why ask the question when you already figured it out? It's an expensive dressing room. I go in there, I change clothes, and I come out, and I go, I am Superman. It's like my own little. It's my own little telephone booth. I don't know. Go in there and I change. Sometimes Mary Jane goes in there and she changes, and then we just come out looking like new people. I was watching that the other day. I lost interest though. Mimic? Oh yeah, isn't that funny? I brought that up. Mimic, huh? What a small world. You were actually watching that the other day. That's insane. I haven't watched it for many years. I know, like, I seen it when I was a kid, and I know it stuck with me. I know I enjoyed it, but I gotta watch it again. I remember it was a serious movie. It wasn't like one of those so stupid it's good. It was like a very grounded. So I gotta watch it again. Reread the question. Didn't know the LO. I didn't know the answer. No, yeah. Curiosity's a bitch, isn't it, Creative J? Just use your common sense. You're not dumb. I love you either way. Even if you are dumb, but I don't think you are. Just use your common sense. The Species film is where the girl turns into an alien blonde. Yes, but wasn't she bald? I remember seeing her, like, maybe it was one of the later movies that seduces people. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. That film the first one is probably one of my favorite sci-fi films. Did you ever see Jacob's Ladder? I already know the answer to that. I don't think that would be your type of movie. It's about a guy that it's very good, but it's about a guy that came back from Vietnam, and he's seeing these visions of these monstrous figures. And I don't want to tell you how it ends, but Macaulay Culkin's in the very end. The very end. He has a cameo in the very end. And it made me tear up. Like, it's a very good movie, but it's creepy. It's called Jacob's Ladder. Check it out. I do not want to tell you how it ends because it has a twist ending to it, and it's like, oh shit, I don't know if I seen it coming or not, but it's good. What happened to your movies that were on the shelf? I have the movies that were on the shelf, they're just kind of stacked on top of each other. I'm gonna set the shelf thing that was up. Thankfully, it just folds and it has wheels. That one that I was using, so I'm gonna just put that. I'm changing my room around a little bit here, so they're now gonna be over there. I'm envisioning them over there. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre statue, something that I have that nobody else has and you'll never find. I don't know what it's worth, but I think I got my hands on something unique there. But anyways, that's back where it was with the dresser. It looks like he's coming out of the dresser. So I'll show you what it looks like here. Let's see here. So it is looking like this again, Jordan. Oops, I just turned my screen off. Go figure. There. So it is looking like that again. Except he's holding the movie. So it's more looking like this. I apologize. Updated picture. There. It's looking like this, where he's holding one of the movies. There you go. Tell me I don't have a very, very one-of-a-kind Texas Chainsaw Massacre display set up, huh? I think that looks badass. Doesn't it look like he's popping through the dresser? Like coming up through it? Like through the floor and just through the dresser? Huh? Get a better look at that, guys. Come on. It's the coolest Texas Chainsaw setup that I've seen anybody have. So let me gloat. I don't have much in life, but what I do have, see, it looks like he's coming up through the dresser. The way right? Just one final hurrah. You didn't kill me, bitch. And then you got the mini bust there holding in the movies like a bookshelf type thing, but it's not made for that. It's just a statue, but it works great because it's heavy. Yep, I got every Texas Chainsaw Massacre ever made. I heard that they're working on a new one, so we'll see how that goes. But it's back over there. I enjoyed displaying it for you, but I only have so much room up here, and this fit best where it's at as far as convenience. So, yeah. None of you live near me, so I can't say. If you ever come up, you'll see how cool it looks up here with all the movies and just the way I'm having it set up. But I don't know. Maybe someday Casey will see it, or you never know what happens. Maybe someday one of you will get to see it. Or one of these days I'll just show you, right? I can always just turn the camera and show you too. Hey JB, I think Biden is pissed off with Kamala. Have you seen what he's been doing? I seen a couple weeks ago he put on a Trump hat, but you know, he's so old and senile. He's probably just joking, right? And people are taking it literal like he's supporting Trump. I don't know. If that's what you're talking about, I haven't seen anything else. Biden has been MIA. I seen him say that the victims of Hurricane Helene have everything that they need. He's getting a lot of hate for that. And then I heard it. They announced that they gave so much money to the illegal immigrants that they have no money left to help the Hurricane Helene victims, which means FEMA will have no money for the Hurricane Milton. Biden-Harris administration, what can you say? Yeah, I don't know. I'm still undecided if I'm gonna vote. I know this is the most important election, and I did vote when he was going against, I think, Biden or either Hillary. I think it was Biden, yeah. But I don't know. I don't think I'm going to vote. What's one vote, right? I know they're saying it can come down to 500 or 1,000 votes in some battleground, and I just don't feel like it. And the more I'm getting into God's word, it's all going to be in a plan. Like, really, what effect do I have? So I don't think I'm going to actually go out and invest my time. I did it once before. I can't remember if I voted. I was always for Trump, but I don't think I voted when he was going against Hillary. I don't think I made that step. Or maybe I did vote twice. I think I did vote for him twice. I think so, because 2016 I was really getting into... Yeah. I think I did vote. They have been giving all the money to immigrants to stay in hotels for free. Not just hotels, Casey, but 4-star hotels, I'm hearing. That's right. You know, the kind of hotels that don't just leave the light on in general, but they leave the light on just for you. There's some hotels out there that they leave the light on, but that's just to scare people away, right? That's like kind of like not a grocery store, but a convenience store or a gas station. How when they close up, they still have all the lights on so they don't get robbed. I don't know. If Trump loses, he loses, right? Either way, I'm going to go meet my maker at the end of whatever this is all. So I figure this. If Trump loses, if they do get the election from him, then we'll just watch the end of the world. Then we'll just watch World War III begin. It'll get tense with Putin, and it's just going to get worse. So we will just watch World War III, and we'll see how it all unfolds if we don't have Trump in. So I believe if Trump is picked by God, like if God is watching over him and he is the hope and all this stuff, then he'll get in. Doesn't matter what I vote. He'll get in if it's in God's plan. If it is all what they keep saying, I really don't gotta vote. So it is looking great for Trump. There is no way he can lose. Well, if they keep wiping off these cities from these maps with these geostorms, I don't know. I look forward, though. We're getting down there, man. We're under 30 days, I think. We're getting close to election, November 5th. Yeah, we're past October 5th, so... Yeah, it's coming. I will be up. I'll be watching the machines malfunction. As soon as all the states turn red, I know the machines will shut down, and they'll have to work on them, and I'll be watching all of it. And I will be having my fingers crossed, my toes crossed, and my eyes crossed. I'll be praying that Trump gets in. But if he doesn't, he doesn't. It's out of our hands. So we'll see, man. It's coming, though. It ain't no, like, half a year away. Like, it is here. Isn't it? It is here. It's closer than... Well, no, it's not closer than Christmas. Yeah, it is. It's closer than... Yeah. Yeah, it's closer than Christmas. It is basically here. And we'll see what happens, and we'll be talking about it. Without a doubt. But if Kamala Harris does win, Casey, You got to stop being all talk. You got to close your pocketbook, stop giving me all your money, and get a plane ticket. If you want to experience, then you got to, you're going to be running out of time if they get in. That's all I'm trying to say. And if they get in, then or if they stay in, then I'm really not going to mess around with, because there's things I want to experience too before the end of times. So, but I do believe it is the most important election. So maybe, I feel guilty for not voting. So I'm still making up my mind. I know they say you should, if you feel like your vote doesn't count, don't feel that way. Because if everybody had that mindset, then there would be a difference. So I don't know. I'll see how it goes, and I have time yet to decide. Not going to be doing early voting because that's already happening in my state, but I have time to decide. I will have to cross the Mexico border. There you go. Just be safe. Woo. Don't go with any groups that are going into vans that promise you if you give $3,000 that they'll get you in. Don't risk it. I'll meet you at the border. All right. I don't know how close I can get to it, but I can give you guidance on where to go. What a world. Let's just leave our borders open and let all these people unvetted come in, right? What could happen? What could go wrong, Creative J? I know you guys are being silent. No, I know you're watching, so what could go wrong? Let's just leave it all open. Just let people flood in. Just accept them. What could go wrong? That's right. They are here to better our country. They couldn't better their own country, but they're here to better ours. What could go wrong? I don't know. Either way, man, it's going to be a very violent, crazy election cycle. It's going to be no matter who wins. I do think it'll be less violent if Trump wins, because Trump has a lot of supporters, and there's just people that are fed up with how it is. So, we'll find out. I think you should vote, JP. Every vote matters. Just request an absentee ballot and vote early. I got to look into how to do that stuff. I don't know how to vote. I don't know if I just show. See, I did it by the mail before, and my mom kind of took care of that. She just said, "Do you want to vote?" And I was like, "Yeah." And like, I don't know, she was more healthier mind-wise. She took care of different things back then. A lot has happened in 3.5 years, unfortunately. So I don't really know how to go about doing it. I was asking my second hookup that I have. I was asking him because he's going to go vote and he's all for Trump and stuff. And I was like, do I just show up at the polling place and show my ID? Or do I have to have some kind of registration card? Like, I don't have any. He's like, we have a registration. I was like, no, I don't have that. It's like, so I don't think it's worth my time. I got enough on my mind as far as deciding where I want to work and just all that stuff that is on my mind right now. I don't got time to save the world. Smullig. What a way to think. That's Smullig. Whatever. Fine, Casey, I'm voting. I'm voting. I'll do it. It ain't that hard. I'll just do what I have to do. I'll vote. Big league. There we go. Just mail it if you have to. Are you registered? Yeah, I looked up my registration status and it says active. I don't know. It was just some random website, so I don't know how real that is. So I know I voted before. So I don't know. I don't know. But Casey, I do think I'm going to get out of here because you're the only one that's here right now, and I can talk to you privately and can actually have more fun with you privately than I can publicly, right? So I'm going to get out of here, go listen to music, and I hope whoever's watching this has a good night. And the replay watchers out there, please hit the like button. Whenever I'm only getting 2 or 3 likes, I mean, that's really I've been kicked down my whole life, but I know there's people out there that love me, so it's 100% anonymous. For this week only, it's free to do. Takes a second of your time. I mean, come on now. I got to be worth at least that. Come on. We got to get those likes up, Case. You got to get my name out there. We got to get those likes up. We got to try to build something a little bit more positive here. So, I appreciate everybody that participates in making this a good experience for me. Thank you. And I'm going to get out of here and I'm going to go start my night with All for One and go from there. You would think, don't you get tired of listening to the same things over and over and over? YouTube doesn't think I am, so I guess I'm not. I don't know. They keep recommending the same things over and over and over. I'm just rambling on. I love you guys so much. To all of you who are in the chat, you know who you are. I don't want to say names no more because sometimes I forget certain names that were in the beginning and then I feel guilty. I don't think it's a big deal, but I don't know. I don't want to make anybody feel like they're not important. I don't want to always say certain names and then they were there. So you know if you were here in the chats, and if you were, I thank you. You are my co-hosts. So no promises on when I'll go live next, but I'll be here whenever I can and whenever I'm in the mood to be here. Just things are getting a little bit more busy and life's changing for me. So either way, I'm going to stay here though. Casey needs me too damn much, and there's some other people that I'm sure need me. And people look forward. It ain't just about needing me. It's people look forward to my streams. I'm entertaining. It's not all about needing me. I like to cater to those people. So anyways, I'm rambling on because I love you. And I will see you guys next time. All right. I should sit here for an hour and just keep going like this. All right. Bye-bye.